It's been mentioned that there are just way too many faces for the leopards. So someone suggested that we bring in the other big cats. So this is Suko. She says, my homegirl Hayo invited me. She tired. At the bottom it says, it's too many bakas. The Panthers are stepping in. So we got Suko, the Black Panther, and she is eating some faces. Let's jump into some stories. This post was under the Boomers Being Fools subreddit. This person says, Boomer Dad is finally feeling the fallout. He says, my dad is a white man, mid-60s, owns his contracting business and voted for Trump. A large portion of his employees are undocumented. Some of them have been with his company longer than I've been alive. I'm 30. I showed up to one of his job sites yesterday and carted 4 of his employees away. He was there and attempted to vouch for them, but the rules is the rules, and they were taken into custody. He called me and my brother, both gay, with some boohoo BS about how it wasn't fair. They were all good guys. Some basically were like my uncles. On top of previous phone calls griping about the price increases on building supplies due to tariffs, and his building trouble in finding daily workers to pick up roadside, reality is finally hitting him. These ICE agents were not gentle. Dad witnessed more than one be restrained to the point of bodily harm. The phone call with my brother and I involved tears on his part, stating in vague terms how traumatic it was to witness his good men being treated that way. Radio silence on the other end of the line from the both of us. I have empathy for them, not you. You allowed this. You voted for it. You advocated for this, all because you never thought it would happen to you. You reap what you sow, old man. Edits to address some of the comments. I have so many times over had the same conversations with my dad again and again about his direct hypocrisy relating to this issue. It is something I am not so readily willing to waste my breath or energy on anymore. We have had intense verbal arguments. There have been physically frightening situations due to his anger. If he can't win, he tends to go full scorched earth, and I refuse to subject myself to it nowadays. He wasn't fined, charged, or arrested because guess what his best friend since childhood does for work in our town in a high-power position? Hint, oink oink. I do not live with him anymore. He actually lives in his dad's basement now, LOL, because he destroyed my family and his marriage by being involved with ex-workers and lying to my mother about it until she got an STD and he couldn't deny it anymore. He is a narcissist in every definition and will not hear any word of reason out of any person's mouth and will only fully commit to playing victim. Green card, sponsorship, fair pay. As much as I absolutely loathe giving him any credit, at the very least, and I stress this as a bare minimum, my father did always pay these guys as he would have paid any legal citizen and was always a good boss to a certain degree, often buying his guys breakfasts, sometimes lunch if the workday went on longer than expected, paying for gas, buying them work boots, etc. Very large grain of salt here because of the bullet point above, although in other contexts, these are all good things. I don't believe they were ever in good faith, and he got off on some sort of savior complex type of stuff. All in all, he really is just a bad person, and it breaks my heart to have to say that about my own dad. So there we go. Hypocrisy that is MAGA. We have another MAGA parent. This is titled, I don't even know how to respond to my boomer MAGA mom anymore. Made a Trump joke about him being on Epstein Island, and this is what she sent. I haven't said a word to her about it. All right, I had to make it a little bigger. It says, I know you're grown and have all the rights to see and believe what you want. I want you to know it hurts my heart that you agree with others that President Trump is a bad person. I just have to let you know that all right, I tried to make it a little bit bigger. It says, I know you're grown and have all the rights to see and believe what you want. I want you to know it hurts my heart you agree with others that President Trump is a bad person. I just have to let you know that what? I don't know. He is trying to save our country from a decades-long government that has failed us. I have no place to go. I have to live here under this government has done. He did not go to Epstein Island. Yes, it is true that place and many others exhort. but does not mean he joined in on the grape of children. It's not funny to me. I was molested, and it still hurts to this day that I went through that, whether anyone believes me or not. Maybe, just maybe, all the things I tried to share with you are true and highly unbelievable, but I know in my heart that I found true truth tellers, and I'm capable of reading and researching and finding the truth. What else do I have to live for if I continue to believe in lies and deceit? I won't say any more about this with you, as I just have to believe what I believe, knowing my family thinks I'm off my rocker. But I have always told you all that the truth is more to me than love. And yes, you are right. I am crazy. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. That was a whole lot of word salad that meant absolutely nothing. So she's been molested before, but doesn't believe that Trump is capable. And I fail to understand why she doesn't believe that Trump is capable, simply because people don't believe her. I don't get that. Chris wonders, why even start a political conversation with somebody who would respond with this garbage? There's no point. She is your mom, so I understand she's an important figure in your life. Talk to her about the garden, or watching, I guess, a show or something, or maybe classic American fiction, but stay the F away from politics. And then the OP says, she responded to a comment I made on a relative's post as a joke. I never start any political conversation with her because they end up like this. LOL. Oh, how I'd love the Dear John letters to Trump. This is from Patrick. He says Don. He's on a first name basis with him, Don. Most hardworking Americans live in the short term financially, paycheck to paycheck, or even get food stamps for legitimate reasons. Why are we the ones to absorb the cuts, while the ones that have the most money do not have to worry about the basic day-to-day costs? Make me feel like I did the right thing to have voted for you. Make me feel good, Daddy. Make me feel good. I go by Patrick. Only my good friends or family call me Pat. By the way, I'm not your average American. I might be able to help both of us. A mutually beneficial deal carries more weight. You can call me Pat. Make me feel like I did the right thing to have voted for you. Make me feel good, Daddy. This is hilarious. Scary Towel says, do these people think Trump reads any of their whining and pleading? LOL, a bunch of suckers. Electronic Beat says, I came here to say the same thing. I would even wager that the Velveeta Voldemort hasn't responded to even one of them. Enema Wand. The fact that these maggots approach this like Grapey Cheeto is their friend or cult leader is so telling. Late to the Thing says, I read it compared to prayer before, and it really stands out now whenever I read these posts. I'm going to end with this word salad from Bonnie. She says, I do not agree with you closing down so many government jobs in Montana. You rally here, we support you, and then you turn around and do this to patio Montanas. Come on, Donald J. Trump. You're not supposed to be taking away jobs. I'm saddened that you once were somebody I totally looked up to, and now I just don't know anymore. I'm going to have to reread two of these sentences. She says, you rally here, we support you, and then you turn around and do this patio Montanas. What does that even mean? And like Rufio at the bottom says, did they take away the schools back in Bonnie's day too? My damn. Because as I'm reading it, as Rufio is reading it, we're like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on, Bonnie? Did you have a seizure as you type this up? But all I can say is she did support him, and now they are closing down many government jobs. So she is also getting what she voted for. Anyways, join the conversation. Let me know what you think. This is our daily dose of cope. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.